Morning. This is Nita and Miss Panda with the Timepiece Garden. And yes, I forgot the video. Sorry. What are we doing? Spring cleanup. I always get trees and branches and you can kind of see where the road is, and I got stuff hanging out over the road. Happens all the time. Again, I've got a mile-long driveway. I got baby saplings like this here trying to grow up that if I get rid of them now, they never hang over the driveway. I already took care of 3 of them down there. I actually got to walk back down there. I left Panda's water bowl down there, so I got to walk back down there and get it. But yeah, we're here. I got everything. I got the weed trimmer. I got the pole saws, the rakes, the shovels. I mean, just all the stuff to keep stuff that wants to grow towards the road off the road. That way as I'm driving, it becomes really obvious if I got a tree down versus just some weeds hanging out in the road. You know, nothing going to bust a tail light or a headlight or, you know, so that's what we're doing. And I'll talk to you in a few. All right, so what you're going to see is an hour's worth of work. Tools are sitting way up there. First thing I actually started was here, kind of right here. I'm going to kind of go across. And this is this is the low water crossing that if this has got water growing across the road, I'm not driving anywhere, because that means the other 2 are full flowing and just free and raging. So come back, I trimmed the grass, because it's really easy for me to drive up on the Jeep and then look down to where the ravine is. I can't do that when I've got all kinds of stuff. I mean, you can see where that branch kind of ends right there. That's how far I went up to cut back. That makes sense, which, you know, you can tell now this is all really open. Again, I can drive by in the Jeep, I can stop here, I can look down and be like, yep, water flow or not. Did the same thing here in the middle. Got tall grass over there. I just knocked it down right here in the middle. That way it's a visual for me as I'm driving. And then I did the same thing on that side. There's just a little spot where I can look in and see the ravine going out. You know, make sure water is flowing and that there's not something clogging the drain pipe. All right, the second part we did was come up here, because there is a ravine on this side of the hill, and it does come down. And this is all the leaf that it brought down with it from fall. So just, you know, I know it sounds crazy, just kind of rake it out, because you want the water to go that way, you know, and catch up with where the ravine is, or the culvert is, not jump it. And you can see where it jumped it a little here and tried to wash on my road. It's like, nope, can't wash on the road. Stop it, stay in the ravine. Oh, sorry, let me back up. And then from here we start clearing. You can see where it's clear, 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 and then it jumps out again. Well, it jumps out because I've not done that area yet. Same thing on the other side. If you look at that first tree, you go way up there before it sticks out over into the road again, where the tree behind it, and now I'm going to go ahead and walk forward. Go stand in the shade so I can see the screen. All right, so you can see it. You can see the whole trunk, you know. And then it's way up there. That's what the pole saw does. I love it that I can extend it. I got to do the same thing to that tree. It can go left and right all at once. I like the fact that it shades the road, but it cannot stick out to the road. It cannot stick out over the ravine. That also means that as I cut all the stuff down, I have to clean the ravine, because any sticks or twigs that you leave in here will get stuck, and then leaves will bind up on it, and then it'll jump and wash out the road. So that's what we're doing. I got to go all the way up this side and do it. You can see there are several places where it's rather thick. And the same thing on this side. I've already done it, created a hole so I could, you know, drop branches and stuff in. So you can see where here's clear, and again, you can see where you get up to about there-ish, and it just jumps back out. It's overhanging the road. So I got both sides to do. And I'm just going to keep working up. Now, having said that, I'm going to get to about where that tree is. Does that make sense? Have my tool set up there, and then I'll move the Jeep from over there up here into this shady area. Move Panda's water up here to this shady area. You know, that way it's closer to me. It's less that I have to walk to get my water. All right, let me get back and get busy. Me and the road. We'll talk to you later. Still left to do. See where the tools are here in the road. This is my stopping point, well, for this section. And then you come down and you can see some stumps right there. It's the first tree. It's the second set of trees. Yeah, they're all clear. Again, anything on the farmer side, the rancher side, it's not my issue. my shoes to the roadside. We're clear all the way to the Jeep. I mean, just very clear, which is awesome. Again, you can see where the ravine is clear. Somewhere up there is where it's jumping out of the ravine. I think it's up there, right there. You see where that light green is? That's a maple. I think it's growing out of the ravine. I think it's causing my blockage. So, but I'll keep doing it. You can see where I got stuff growing over there. You know, when I'm done, it'll be this clear on both sides. So, let me get back to work. I'm moving the Jeep up. Keep the music closer to me. Keep my water closer to me. Talk to you in a few. All right, so what I did, I took a little pause. The two larger maples that were here, that I think were blocking or trying to block my ravine, went ahead and took them down. I'm not messing with the smaller ones right now. Made an area over here under that oak so I could drop them off completely off of the road so that, you know, they don't come back in the way. But I'm starting to hear thunder. Now, they said that sometime after lunch that a pop-up storm would come. I'm assuming it's after lunch. I've not looked at the clock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put everything except for the chainsaw on the Jeep, because I'm still clearing this. I mean, you can see where I've gotten back into the trunk area, but I'm not, stand at the line here, I'm not clear overhead yet. So I still got to take some of this off and take that all the way back to the trunk. You should be able to see both of these trunks the way I did down there. You know, but it's clear enough that should it start storming, these are no longer in my way. Having said that, I've only got half the driveway done, but this was the, I don't know, worst half. You can still see where that tree right there is sticking out a little, but it's not as big as what was down here. I mean, you can see that's all stuff that I cut down. You know, I've done a lot of clearing to just open this up. So again, so when it rains, or this winter when we have ice and snow, the road will be clear. All right, again, storm's coming. I knew it was. I'm gonna put that stuff back in the Jeep so it's ready to go, and then just come back up and keep cutting this till I get to where, you know, we're playing Beat the Rain. You know how that goes. It's my favorite game. Maybe I'll be able to come up and take a couple of branches off of that one, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Talk to you in a few. Just in time. So the chainsaw popped its chain. Again, it just came off the bar. I'll fix that when I'm at the house though. It's a raindrop. It's a raindrop. See right there? It's just starting. Literally, it's just starting. It's kind of like this that advance warning. Having said that, that's where I was working. Excuse me. Sawdust on me and in me. Ugh. Bar chain oil, all that fun stuff. Anyway, that's the trees I was working on. You can see both stumps now. I still have to get back in there more. I need to take those branches to the stump or they will regrow branches. It's not what I want. Ooh, lightning. I saw that. I have no idea if it showed up on film. And the thunder. I did get that a little bit off of that one. Does that make sense? Just, it's time to go. So, it's cleared. You know, again, where the two maples were, got as much cleared as I can, but it's time for me to get Panda and get her in the Jeep. And go ahead and go to the house, and I'll fix the chain in the bar when I get to the house. Because we're done. But it looks awesome. You know, you can see I got a driveway. And from right here, this is probably some of the worst area. I have a driveway. I'm only about halfway done with this hill. I got to go all the way up to the top. And when I do it, I want it all to look like that tree. Does that make sense? I want it this side just completely clear. And you can tell I got a lot to do. It's all right. We're good. Talk to you later. Panda's like, Mom, I'm hot. It's always one of those crazy moments. She went and laid down in the panda pool. Can hear the thunder. I'm at the house. My driveway is a little less than a mile. It is not raining here yet. It was only sprinkling when we left, a mile ago. Now it's possible I won't get any rain. My driveway's a mile long. It happens that way sometimes. But it's looking icky. And all the girls, I'm gonna check on them because I've not been here. I've been down the driveway. But all the girls are hanging out in the, yes, they're in the run completely on their own. I'm assuming they can feel the pressure difference in the weather. So they're like, we're just gonna hang out at the house, Mom. I'm like, it's okay, babies. But what I wanna do, since it is gonna rain or storm, you know, I wanna go ahead and close the run. That way they're already hanging out in here. They don't wanna do anything, but they can stay in the run, you know, and we don't have to worry about critters wanting to hang out with them. Oh, starting to rain. Talk about just in time. Hear it? Just barely starting to get on the tap.
Hey, girlfriend. What you doing? I know it's gonna rain, huh?
Say their waters are still okay. Their food is still okay. All right, I'm gonna go back to the house before I get soaking wet. And you can hear it hitting the trees. Timing is everything. So, having said that, Miss Panda and I will talk to you later. And it rains. Not hard yet. That's okay. It's raining. I'm home in time. Now to go do tick check. Talk to you later.